Hey, it's Heidi Rain. Welcome back to another episode of Addiction and Codependency Breakthrough. I am so glad you're here today. We're continuing a series that I started called Lies Addicts Tell. Family members, spouses, partners, children, and anybody else who's in earshot. And these lies, I'm breaking down one at a time because I was going to do this big list and I realized, holy cow, man, I need to spend some time on each of these lies because we need to uncover what is the truth and why is that a lie? Because it's such a good lie in so many ways as these lies can be, that it's very hard to just say, well, that's a lie, so don't believe it. We need to actually have the evidence and logic that kind of blows up the lie and exposes the truth so that you really understand, okay, I can see the light now. I see why this is a lie. This makes sense. I know that's true for me. Everything in my life that I've ever, wanted to change, I had to seek first to understand it, to really get underneath of it, get underneath the hood and understand. So we're going to unpack each one of those lies today. And today we're talking about the lie that the addict or alcoholic says, and you might have heard this a million times, I've finally learned my lesson. So why is that a lie? We're going to get into it and talk about it. So if you're new here, I do want to say welcome home. I'm so glad you found me. And if at any time you want to go deeper and you want support, you want strategy, you want sanity, any three of the S's, you go over to HeidiRain.com and you can learn about the program options that I have. I created a course for people dealing with addiction in their family. I created a course for people recovering from toxic relationships and codependency. And I also have coaching options for you, discernment, decision-making sessions where you can decide, should you stay or should you go? Basically, I have you covered. Okay. So I've dedicated my whole life to serving you, those who have been impacted by another's addiction. And you can find everything you need at HeidiRain.com. Why is I've learned my lesson such an insidious lie? Well, when we're little kids, we think, hey, the best way to learn a lesson is to really experience the consequence of something, and then I'll never do it again. If I can really, in addiction, people call that the bottom. I'm just waiting for them to hit a bottom. I just one day that's gonna light's gonna go off, and they're gonna realize and they're gonna learn their lesson. If you're a little kid and you put your hand on a hot stove and immediately there's a consequence, right? So that's kind of the image that we're all equating to learning our lesson with. If I put my hand on the hot stove and I get burned, oh, I'm in. I've immediately learned my lesson. I'm not going to keep, I don't have to be an idiot to keep sticking my hand on that stove over and over again.